Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your special reading. So happy birthday for my Sag sons. That's my sun sign. So you are in good company here. And welcome to all of my other Sagittarius placements. So that would be sun, moon, and rising. You are also welcome to watch this reading if you have a Sagittarius that's important to you, and you might just be curious about how to best help them out with what they're going through. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited to finally do our sign. We are going to start with what you are facing. What is the overall theme that you're dealing with here in this reading? This is what Spirit really wants to talk to us about today. Letting go, number 6. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Okay. So it looks like we are letting go of something that was particularly difficult. It could be uncomfortable still to even think about it. We'll definitely get some tarot on the table to get more clarification on the dynamic that they're talking about. But it does feel like you've done everything you can in the situation. You've said what you needed to say. You've done what you've needed to do. And now it just feels like on your own, you're deciding to let this go. You're deciding to not let something bother you anymore, even though it was particularly painful. I know that Sagittarius is almost notoriously good at moving on. So I'm surprised this is coming up for us, honestly. Let's see what tarot comes out for us of what we're letting go of. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands that kind of flipped over. It's the first out. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Let's kind of get it all on the table first, and then we'll take a look. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Coins. Wow. And the Two of Wands. This is something big that we're letting go of. We have 2 aces and 2 tens on the table. So very synchronous. It could be for some of you letting go of a situation that you found yourself in as a result of following signs and synchronicities. So you could have found yourself living in a particular place or working at a particular company because of specifically signs and synchronicities, like things just fell into place, and it was kind of like, well, I'm assuming this is what I need to do. These messages seem very clear to me, but at some point it just feels like the future is moving in a different direction at this time. So it's almost like we're letting go of something that we started, that we thought was going to bring great money and great happiness and maybe even love. And it just feels like we're kind of reconsidering the outcome. So it could be that something happened recently that is making you question the whole situation. So if it's a career, maybe someone that you work with or a manager or something like that did something that really made you take a step back, or even acted a certain way that really surprised you. And it just feels like you're questioning, can I really be happy here? Am I really going to be fulfilled? Is this something I can continue to be passionate about? So it just looks like you're reconsidering your options. It does look like you've invested a lot into this venture. Myself included, every Sagittarius I've ever known really just puts their whole heart and soul into everything they do. And that means, we're amazing at starting things, but then really following through when things get tough, I feel can be a challenge for me as a Sagittarius too. I wonder if you feel the same. I have a tendency to step back during challenges and think, do I have a way out of here if I need to get out? And that's healthy to a certain extent. But let's get some more clarification, actually, about what in particular we are letting go. I'm wondering if Spirit is telling us to let go of the situation. I don't feel like that though, because these are all overwhelmingly positive cards. So maybe we're letting go of that tendency to step back and go, maybe I need to just get out of here and escape. Maybe I need to move on. Maybe I need to get a different job or move house or find a new relationship immediately. And it feels like Spirit is actually inviting us to slow down a little bit and let go of this. It's almost like a self-preservation instinct is to constantly reevaluate your options and almost have a way out set up before anybody else around you knows that anything is wrong. And before you know it, and before they know it, we're gone. Okay. I keep feeling like I want to draw more cards, but Spirit's like, no, just stay right here with this. So this really must be what we're letting go of, is gathering more, getting more, making other plans. Whatever it is, I feel like Spirit wants us to sit with it and really process what's going on in the moment rather than getting up and leaving immediately. So for some of you, this is going to be career. For some of you, this is going to be like where you live. Because in the middle, we have this 10 of coins, which is about creating legacy. It just feels like whatever situation this is, and this would definitely be something that you started. Definitely something you started maybe within the last 1 or 2 years. So either a job or a new place you're living. For a few of you, it could be relationship, but it really feels like your environment where you work or live. It feels like there's more time here. It feels like there's more time to be spent in this place. Because there is something beautiful and extremely prosperous for you here. I mean, the Ace of Cups is here, which is just pure happiness and love. So I really feel like we're reassessing perception of the situation. Let's say, for example, this is career and something has happened recently where you are kind of pulling your energy back and going, whoa, do I need to find a new job? What am I going to do? How can I get out of here? It feels like we are reassessing the way we're looking at it, or that's what Spirit is inviting us to do. It could be that if there is a conflict of some kind or something uncomfortable going on, it could be that you are there because your purpose is to be part of a positive change. And I know that's not easy, but I think if us Saggies could stick around long enough, in certain situations, we could make positive change because I feel like Sagittarius really knows how to, well, not always, really tells the truth no matter what. And that's kind of hard to come by, honestly. I feel like a lot of people tend to keep the peace and might try to just slowly slip away. If you are willing to stay in this and tell the truth, there is big time prosperity for you here, love and happiness and wealth. If I'm just totally honest with you. You could be seeing repeating ones. If you haven't already, just know that that is a sign about this message for you. In fact, I'm just noticing, so in numerology, a 10 would reduce to a 1. 1 plus 0 is 10. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 equals 6. Wow. Okay. Lots of numerology going on in here. You might be quite interested in that. But just know you might start seeing 1111, repeating ones. And that's a sign that you're in the right place. It just feels like you're asking him, did I mess this up again? Am I unhappy again? And I feel like Spirit is saying, please let go of this momentary challenge. Please stick it out a little bit longer. There's something else that we can create here. So let's start getting some advice. Actually, no, let's get angels and ancestors. That's so funny. I feel like I'm a representative of our sign here as the reader, and it feels like Spirit keeps kind of course correcting me through the reading. And it's almost like, I don't know about you guys, if you are Sag Suns like I am, I tend to trust my snap instincts or my gut reactions. And it feels like in this situation, which is not like us or me, Spirit is like, just take a step back and let those snap reactions kind of dwindle a bit. Because there's something very valuable here that they want to help us obtain and or maintain. So let's get some angels and ancestors to see who is supporting us. I have a tendency to move a lot around in every situation. So this is a very interesting message. Right. Oh, here we go. We have Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Yep, I feel like that's what you are already doing by taking a step back. It just feels like you're kind of removing your energy from a portion of this to help you reground. We also have Stag, trust and thrive. Yeah, that's amplifying those messages I was getting before, to stay where you are, and trust that this is happening for a reason and that you are in the mix of this for a reason as well. It almost feels like I don't even want to be a part of this. I want to get away from it and create something new. Spirit's like, not yet. Stick around longer. And then we also have Hermit, retreat and recharge. So it seems like instead of letting the entire situation go, the house, the relationship, the job, it's like Spirit is saying, let's let this one aspect go and the role that we feel obligated to play. So you might feel obligated to intervene in an uncomfortable situation, and it might feel exhausting, like that's not my job. I don't need to reparent anybody in the situation or counsel them on how to do their job or how to be a good person and treat me. Spirit is saying, like, those are preconceived notions that are not necessarily what we're being asked to do, and it really just feels like your gut instinct is correct to pull your energy back for a moment, okay? But I really feel that you are going to go back into the situation. So if it's work, take some time off, okay? If it's where you live, try to stay with someone else for just a couple days if you can. Just get your energy out of there, let yourself regroup, and I feel like you're really gonna get an answer. You're really gonna feel a lot better about things. With Stag energy here, I do feel father energy present. So if your father is in the physical realm or in spirit, please know that they are offering their loving support during this time. And also stability. So if things are feeling way too hectic, which they are for me, I don't know about you, there's a little too much happening right now. This fatherly energy is coming in and saying, let's restore some balance and I'm here to help you. And surround yourself with protective energy. So it feels like, again, I'm hearing escapism. All right, so Spirit is saying, let's talk about the way that we retreat and recharge. So instead of just yanking our energy back, let's just slowly, gently guide it back. because by yanking the energy back, or by just, running out, or, doing something kind of extreme, it could attract more chaotic energy towards you. So my shaman teacher told me a long time ago, when I was in school for the medicine wheel, she said, do be careful about saying, hey, please protect me. I need protection. I need protection. Because by focusing on that word, protection, you are inviting energies towards you that you need to be protected from. Does that make sense? So you're like magnetizing this dynamic, I need to be protected, which is like the total opposite of what we want to do. We want to say, I am safe. Thank you for keeping me safe. I'm so comfortable and loved. So please do keep that approach in mind as you move forward. Again, it feels like you're caught up in some kind of conflict, or you might be anticipating a conflict in the future, and it just feels like, you're not here to solve everybody's problems, and you don't need to be anybody's mommy or daddy, for sure. But I do feel that you are very helpful. I feel like people are happy when you're there. You're kind of like a glue in a lot of different social groups. And I know that's frustrating. I know Sagittarius does not like clinginess or people needing them. But it just feels like Spirit and the universe would just love it if you would continue to show up. That's all you have to do, is just agree, say yes to life, and life will say yes to you, and show up. We don't have to blow it up or burn bridges or avoid, because as one of my very best friends who's also a Sagittarius says, avoidance is never the answer, and it's not. Okay, let's start getting some advice in here with Moonology. Wow, very unexpected energy coming through. I mean, I definitely feel, or I see ripples of this in my own reality. But this is a more straightforward message for Sag. It's like, you've got to show up. We need you here. Or not need, we'd love if you were here. Okay, advice for Sag. I feel like we're back here. Okay. Take time to breathe out disseminating moon. Yeah, I feel like you're almost depressurizing this situation. It could be that other people who are involved either do not have the time or resources to remove themselves at all, or they don't know that that's an option. It just feels like you're, like, I'm seeing a pressure cooker, and then that valve, you are the one who's like, why isn't anybody relieving this pressure? And then you just do, and the situation is totally, totally different because you have the tools and knowledge and wisdom to do that, Sag. We also have adjustments are required. I feel like you see that so, so clearly. It could be that others are going to take a little bit longer to see that. And I know it's frustrating, but I really feel that Spirit is saying, you know what needs to be done. Let's do this the right way the first time. So if you do feel like, for instance, you do want to, let's say that you retreat and you decide, you know what, I do want to move house. Let's put in a 30-day notice with the landlord. Like, let's do this right. Let's keep it kosher and high vibrational, because that energy is going to come back to you tenfold. If you retreat, you figure out, you know what, I do want to move jobs. Let's have your next opportunity set and in place before you leave. You know what I mean? Put in a 2 weeks. Really show these people the integrity and balance and harmony that they are not showing you. It's almost like when you do that, you give the other people an opportunity to learn from you. Like, oh, this is how this really should be done. Yeah, I feel like you're bringing kind of like a new level into the situation. I just feel like you communicate on a different level. So for some of you, that means you really know yourself way better than other people involved. Or you could just be an exceptional communicator in general. And and I'm getting a message that could actually intimidate some people involved. So just keep that in mind. If you do decide you do want to help and express the truth in a way that's truly helpful, just keep in mind it could come off as intimidating. I just feel like that might be helpful to understand in the future. Wow. Well, let's get some abundance on the table. I mean, this is our birthday time. We did have some already fall over, but I'm going to say not yet. Okay, what do we have to look forward to, Spirit? What does Sagittarius have to look forward to? We have for you signs, absolutely. All that numerology that was coming out in the beginning, I'm really feeling that repeating ones are quite important for us at this time. So those signs are going to continue to be around you. And I'm kind of seeing this situation where one of my Sagittarius friends out here watching might go back into the situation and then continue to see the repeating signs, and you're like, I know I'm supposed to be here. Oh, so Spirit might be kind of just teasing you and trying to make you laugh, so keep that in mind as well. We also have grief. So I feel like we're really letting go of grief. There could be hurt feelings here, hard feelings, and it feels like Spirit is like, we're going to show you a way through this. You don't have to figure everything out on your own, but we are going to help you take a step back and let go of the heartache. We also have intuition. Look, we have two hearts here. Intuition. Wow. Yeah, I feel like you have absolutely ended up in this situation by following your intuition. But something recently, again, I know this has come up a few times, but I feel like they really want to hammer this home. Something has been so upsetting that you're like, wow, maybe my intuition is off. No, it's not. Your intuition is bang on. So this is yet another confirmation. Don't second guess your intuition. Companionship. And one more. Right action. What a comforting card to come out when we are talking about conflict. You're going to do the right thing. Absolutely. And on the bottom of the deck, we have change. You are a change maker in this situation, no matter what you decide to do, Sagittarius. You're going to do the right thing. We're going to let go of grief. Continue to follow your intuition, signs, and synchronicities. And like I said, there's room for love to come to you in this situation. So please don't give up. There's much more beautiful things to come here. I'm sending you tons of love and light. We can get through this. I'm a fellow Sagittarius as well. So please let me know if this resonated in the comments below. But thank you so much for spending your time with me, sending you tons of love and light, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.